Subaru BRZ owner? Well, I invite you to come with me on my adventure of making my BRZ funner, faster, and maybe a little track-worthy as well. This is the BRZ Files. Alright, welcome to episode 1 of BRZ Files. I have been looking for a Subaru BRZ for the last 2 weeks. I've been to 7 different auto dealerships and they've all been very difficult. And here I am at this one. And I've noticed every time I come, there's no parking for nobody. And I gotta park on either the street or I gotta walk. They just jam these places with parking or parked cars. Anyways, lots of bad communication between the sales guys, and they just, I don't know. That's just what you get when you're dealing with used car salesmen and used car dealerships. So I'm here in Fullerton, California, and I'm hoping maybe this is going to go a little bit better. When did you guys get this in?
Man, this one, we just got it. Maybe no less than a week.
After a quick walk around, it kind of looked like this was going to be the car that I wanted. It was clean, it didn't have any stains on the seat, or it didn't smell. But, you know, you never know with these things until you drive them away. But after about a week of driving it, I was pretty happy. Now that I had the car, and not so much for drag racing, I just wanted to get a feel on what it can do as far as speed and off-the-line start. Alright, so we're here at Irwindale Speedway. It's on a Thursday night. It's like open drag night. And I'm here going to get some tech inspection. So we're going to race the car, or at least give it a couple runs in stock form before we start our process and our journey. So what's great about tonight is I have no expectations except for getting some numbers and some, you know, maybe a starting point. You know, the nervous part is when the car's all done and then seeing if it performs to what, you know, you expected. So what were the numbers in the quarter mile? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned for the next couple episodes to find out. It was now time to start working on the car, and my first stop was Stillin Performance in Costa Mesa.
My name is Kyle Millen. I'm the Vice President of Business Development here at Stillin. I have been with the company for most of my life. I'm actually the owner's son, but I've worked here full-time for the past 15 years. Stillin is a little bit unusual. We manufacture our own body kits, our own exhaust systems, superchargers, air intakes. We have a full in-house CNC machine shop where we do all of the manufacturing of those pieces. And then of course we're the North American distributor for AP Racing Brakes, and we have been since 1997. Well, the majority of our customers are exactly as you described it with the FRS that you guys are building. It's a customer who is really looking to build a vehicle that is going to be dual purpose, excellent daily driver, but also suitable for the road car, for the racetrack, things like that. All of our components, whether they be our exhaust systems or intakes or our braking systems, they're all designed with that in mind. So this is an example of a racing only product. This is a caliper that they run in NASCAR. You can see it's a monoblock manufactured piece, all CNC machine aluminum. But inside, it has these very aggressive pistons with internal cooling passageways and things like that, but no dust seals or anything that really makes it a streetable part. So every single race, they're taking these calipers apart, they're having to service them and rebuild them. They work extremely well in that environment, but as a road car, they're not exactly practical. So what we do is we take the same technology and all the same parts, but we fit them for the street, and we do so in a much more cost-effective manner. So this is a pressure forged aluminum caliper. It's a two-piece design, as you can see the parting line there. And then of course the pistons themselves have dust seals, and the pads have anti-rattle springs in there, so you don't get any pad knockback or annoying rattles or anything like that associated with it, what you would typically get with a racing only part. AP Racing is probably the most preeminent manufacturer of any friction material that's in the industry these days, really around the world. They are the OEM supplier for the Bugatti Veyron, Koenigsegg, McLaren MP412C, Aston Martin, all those cars that are OEM cars that have massive calipers with carbon ceramic brake rotors for the street. And then of course they're on half of the Formula One field. They're on 90% of the NASCAR field. They are also the standard spec clutch supplier for every single Formula One car on the track. So they really do everything. This is an example of a product that we built in conjunction with AP Racing. So this is a carbon ceramic brake disc. This is the first ever aftermarket application of a carbon ceramic brake disc. Typically they're only available on an OEM application. But we designed this for the Nissan GT-R back in 2009. The car that you're building with the Scion FRS is exactly what we're positioning our new RT Forged line for. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a pressure forged caliper, but one of the main things with this is we're trying to build the most compact, strongest braking system that we can for cars like the Scion FRS, the Subaru WRX, Subaru BRZ of course, Honda S2000, where they're trying to take a small 18-inch wheel, 17-inch wheel in some cases, but they want to package the biggest, best brake systems that they can. So that's what we're trying to test fit today, is with your wheels and your braking system.
On the next episode of BRZ Diaries, we do the motor. We visit D-Sport and L.A.SLEEVE and see what it takes to make the BRZ a fire-breathing machine.